Hi everyone. So this is the case that we're gonna be talking today. Started as a pretty straightforward case. This girl wanted to have a solid platinum and she went to a stylist that gave her a bunch of highlights and baby lights all around her head in order to achieve that look. Of course, it didn't happen, obviously. So my job was to clean that up and try to give her a blonde as solid as possible. Okay, so I started at the back, sectioning out everything that it was slightly light. Overall, her hair was pretty orange. So I just had to, at the beginning with the foils, just bleach the dark parts that she had, right? So I started just bleaching those dark sections all around her head until I finished foiling everything. And my goal was to achieve, again, like more like her base, current base, which was an orange. I didn't want it to lift those highlights or lowlights at that point lighter than her base because then that was gonna be a problem for me because I needed to do a global bleach. So once I reached that orange state, I removed the foils and I went with bleach all over her hair, right? Because I wanted to, at that point, bleach everything together so it would all go to a level 10 at the same time. Okay, so I started doing that, staying away from her scalp, and this is where, once I finished that, this is where a twist happened. What twist was that? The twist was that her section closer to the scalp, like probably this long, was lifting pretty great. But her meets and ends were not lifting great. It was pretty orange. So she disclosed to me at that point, which was my mistake because I didn't do the proper client consultation. I just assumed it was a pretty straightforward case. She had a year ago applied demi-permanent into her hair. Okay, I don't know if it was permanent, I don't know if it was demi-permanent, but the matter of a fact is that her hair was stained, okay? And the orange was extremely stubborn. So I let it process until this band here reached the platinum that I was looking, or closer to the platinum that I was looking. I washed her hair and I went back into those orange sections that they were the meets and the ends. Once those clear up a little bit, I went back to her scalp. That was the last step, right? So I was trying to equal what it was at the meets and ends with this band that she had here, and then equal her roots. I don't know if you guys understand that part, but trying to be as clear as possible. Once I achieved like a solid look, I toned her and she looked, this was the result. She looked beautiful. But the reason of this video, that I wanted to do this video, was to talk about two things. Either she thought she was getting a demi and she did not, which doesn't matter, or actually the stylist gave her a demi-permanent. When the hair is too porous, guys, it's gonna grab the pigment. The pigment is gonna stay. Doesn't matter if they give you low lights with this 6-5 toner, it's gonna stay. Okay, it's gonna stain the hair, and then it's gonna be pretty hard to remove that. Okay, doesn't matter if it's demi or if it's permanent. So think about when you want a really low light, if that client eventually is gonna try to go solid. If she's not, then doesn't matter. If you know that she might, think about it twice. And another thing that I wanted to talk is to have a plan B. Okay, in this situation, I found in the middle of my service that she actually had that color in the ends. What if I was not able to clear that up? I mean, I pushed the hair, I finally reached the result that I wanted. I was pretty lucky, but in a lot of cases that doesn't happen. In a lot of cases, that hair stays orange and you're done, right? You need to find an alternative. So you always need to go thinking what it can happen, what may go wrong. And in this case, when this happened, I had to talk to her. I'm like, okay, so would you be okay having like a pretty brown, right? Would you be okay getting like a pretty warm caramel brown? Because that's the only thing I pretty much can reach with the level 6. I cannot give you anything ashy with the level this orange, right? So You guys need to always have a plan B in case anything goes wrong, in case you're staining the hair, in case the hair breaks, in case the client has color, in case the client had a straightening and she didn't disclose it. So we always need to have a plan B in order to approach these hard situations. To me, it was pretty hard. First of all, there's already a lot of breakage involved in clearing highlights and baby lights. She knew that. She knew that going in that she was gonna have some breakage. And then on top of that, realizing that mids and ends they were already stained, and I was gonna have to go even harder on her mids and ends. Um, I was just lucky, but that's the that's the educational part of this video, right? First of all, Demi can stain your hair, and second of all, always have a plan B. Always have in the back of your head what can happen in order for you to attack it the right way and achieve a decent result, even if it's not what you're aiming for. So I hope this video helps you. I hope you guys learned something from it, and I hope you liked it. Bye.